So different research design we are going to discuss today. There are three types of research designs we know already discussed. One is exploratory research studies. Meantime, if you want, you can write important points alone. The exploratory research design. Second one is a descriptive research design. So many times we have discussed about what is descriptive research design. Third one is a hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing based research studies. So first one is exploratory research study. All the materials are available in the Google Classroom. So first one is exploratory research study. Second one is a descriptive or diagnostic research study. And third one is a hypothesis testing research study. Exploratory research study, descriptive research study. Third one is a hypothesis testing research study. So we will discuss one by one. So what is exploratory research? So exploratory research means it is a formulative research. So dear students, exploratory research means it is a formulative research, or we can say that exploring the problem. Why we are exploring the problem? For precise on more investigation. Okay, explore the problem for finding out the solution for the problem. For finding out solution for the problem. Here we are going to develop the working hypothesis from an operational point of view. So I will tell you, my dear students. So exploratory means explore the object, explore the findings for the research problem. Explore the findings for the research problem. There are three different methods in the context of this particular exploratory research design. One is survey of concerning literature. I hope you already started work on identifying the research problem and collection of the research review of literature. So the survey of concerning literature, here how we are going to identify the problem, based on the problem how we are going to find out the different review of literature from different sources. I have told you we have discussed journals, magazines, websites, so many sources are available. Then we are going to conduct an experience survey method. And third one is analysis of insight stimulating examples. Already available sources where we are going to find out the research solution for the existing problem what we are going to study. So that is called exploratory research. In most of the finance type of projects, those who are wishes to do the research using a secondary data mostly are all part of the exploratory research study. Again, I am repeating, those who wish to study the finance based research or analytical based research are all part of the exploratory research studies. That's what I told you already. The survey of concerning literature is first one. Second one is experience survey, means the survey of people who have had practical experience with the problem. Say example, suppose I am going to discuss with some discussion with the experts or a top management. You are going to conduct an interview with the Milky Mist owner. Who is Milky Mist owner? Right. So I want to know about what is the problem when when you have started a project, and what is a turnover. We are going to conduct some type of exploratory research here, right? That is experience survey. That is called as an experience survey. How you are facing the problem in dairy industry. What are the obstacles you have faced? How you have resolved that problem? Everything it is coming under experience survey method. Third one is the analysis of insight stimulating. Hope you all know that simulation. It is also a fruitful method for suggesting hypothesis for research. Suppose I am going to consider my research is to study on socio-economic status of maybe like a tribal community. So what is my research hypothesis? There is no significant difference between the different demographical variables and the socio-economic status of a tribal community. So that is the analysis of insight stimulation. So here, this particular stimulated exercise will be suitable in the areas where there is a little experience to serve as a guide. So we know that in different places, in most of the qualitative research and all, we cannot get a detailed amount of review of literature. It is very less review of literature can be available. In such cases, the exploratory research, the insight stimulating method will be applicable. The second one is the second type of research. So first I told you the exploratory research. Under the exploratory research, we have survey of concerning literature, the experience survey. Third one is a instead of stimulating examples. And second method is a descriptive research. Descriptive research studies, so many times we have discussed, describe the characteristics of a particular individuals. Describe the characteristics of a particular individual or a group or a firm or whatever it is called as a descriptive research. Okay, that is called as a descriptive research. See, I'm going to study the employee satisfaction. How you have to conduct the study? My study is related to employee satisfaction. How you can conduct the study? By survey. Any other method? By questionnaire method. You want to frame the questionnaire and you want to collect the data from the employee. Whoever is working in the organization is your target customer. Say example TNPL. TNPL is the Tamil Nadu? TNPL is the company, right? Tamil Nadu Newspaper Print Limited, right? So this, suppose I am going to study the employee perception towards TNPL, where my target customer, target audience is employee, whoever is working in the organization. So this is descriptive research. Suppose I am going to study about with reference to the customer. Again, the questionnaire method, survey method will be applicable, right? So descriptive research studies are those studies which are concerned with the describe the characteristics of, that's what I have mentioned here, describing the characteristics of particular individual or a group, whereas diagnostic research studies determine the frequency with which the something is occur. What is the association? If corona is affected, what is the reason behind the corona is affected? So where we are going to find out the association of the corona disease with other different types of variables or factors. So most of the social research, most of the social science research are fall under this category. So those, say example, the MBA is part of the social science research. So most of the social science research is all coming under descriptive research, right? Third one, so this is difference between the exploratory research and descriptive research. So one important thing I just want to tell you, the overall design in the nature of overall design, in case of descriptive is a rigid design, it is a flexible design in case of exploratory research. And the no pre-statistical design is required in case of exploratory research, but we need certain analysis, findings, interpretation for the descriptive research. But here exploratory research, no pre-planned design is involved here. So kindly take notes, whatever the points we are dictating, at least take some notes. So detailed notes you can get it later. And observation, here in case of exploratory, it is unstructured in nature, but in case of descriptive, structured in nature. That's what we told already. So we want to frame the structured questionnaire. Structured questionnaire. Then the questionnaire should be given to the respondent. And the respondent themselves want to fill the questionnaire and hand over to the enumerator or a researcher who wishes to conduct the study. So that is structured questionnaire. But in case of exploratory research, so there is no need of any structured questionnaire is involved, right? Here in operational design, no fixed decision about the operational procedures, but in case of descriptive or a diagnostic research, advanced operational procedures will be involved here. Advanced operational procedures and decision will be involved here. Okay. Third type of research design, third type of research study, right? Third type of research design is a hypothesis testing research. Hypothesis testing research. So it is otherwise called as experimental research. My dear students, there is a huge difference between exploratory and experimental. So third type of third type of research study is a experimental study or hypothesis testing research. So where The researcher tests the hypothesis of causal relationship between variables. We have discussed what is independent variable and dependent variable. So there is no significant difference between different independent variable with the different dependent variable. Okay, dependent variable. So here, such studies require procedures that will not only reduce bias and increase the reliability. Very important. When we are going to conduct the research study, prior to advance, we want to conduct, there is a one study called pilot study. Pilot study is otherwise, please note out, pilot study is otherwise called as a pre-study. Very, very important question for your 2-mark examination, 2-mark question. What do you mean by pilot study? Pilot study is the pre-study before conducting a survey, before obtaining a survey. Maybe suppose we are going to collect the data using questionnaire method, and we have fixed our sample size would be 900. And before going to collect the data sample size of 900, we want to collect the sample from at least 40 to 50 target audience. That 40 or 50 target audience would be considered as our pilot study. Hope you all understand. Before going to finalize the questionnaire, we wish to conduct the research among the small portion of the sample. Again, I am repeating. We wish to conduct a sample among the small portion of the sample. That is called as a pilot study. From the data of obtaining the pilot study, where we have to find out the total sample size, everything, then we can also find out there is a terminology called reliability. Whether we have received a good amount of reliability. If suppose, if you are not really receiving the reliability, then you may be considered about to revise the questionnaire, change of the questionnaire or whatever things it is required. So Professor R.A. Fisher name is associated with the experimental design. Professor R.A. Fisher name is associated with the experimental design. So again I am repeating, there are 3 types of research design. Very, very important question. There are 3 types of research design. One is a exploratory research design or exploratory research study. Second one is a descriptive or diagnostic research design. Third one is a research design in concern with the hypothesis testing based research.